everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to play dominoes. So this is a game that I learned in college. It's super fun and super easy to play. I recently learned it. One of my friends had dominoes and she just decided to teach us. It's a super easy game to learn and hopefully you guys will figure out how to play today. So what you need to play is 91 dominoes. I have them laid out here. Usually they start face down, but just to show you how many dominoes there are, I face them up. And you need a marker, like a train. You can use anything from like a coin to cereal, like literally anything to mark your dominoes. You don't need a train. And then something for your score, which I recommend. So like I said, usually the dominoes start face down and you have to mix them up, and each player will draw 15 dominoes. So I have the 15 that I drew here. And to start the game, you usually have this marker here, which will just allow each player to start your train. So you start your train right off there, like this. This shows you a little bit of a train, but we'll get there in a second. So you start with the double 12 domino, which looks like this. It has 12 dots on each side, and you place that in the middle. And so the goal of the game is to get rid of all 15 of your dominoes and to be the first one to get rid of all 15 of your dominoes. So to start to get rid of all your dominoes, you have to have a domino with a 12 on one side. So that's the first domino that you're able to play. And usually we play and it goes clockwise. So each member then places their 12 domino. And to go for the next round, you have to find a domino that matches the bottom of what you placed. So I placed a 12 up here and then a 9. So I have to find another domino, which one I have, that has a 9. So I have a 9 and an 8 right here. Then again, it goes clockwise around to the rest of the group. So on your next turn, I have these two dominoes here, which match this 8. So I can either play this domino and only get rid of one, or I could play my double. So I have a double 8 here. And if I play a double 8, I have to finish, which means you have to place another domino on there as well. So when you have a double, which means you have an 8, the same number on both sides, you have to finish, so you get rid of 2 dominoes. In any other case, you can only get rid of 1. So that's what makes the double special and what makes it, having doubles, really great. So now, let's pretend it's my next turn. I have a 1. Looking at the dominoes I have currently, I don't have a 1, so I'm no longer able to play on my train. So when this happens, this is why you have a marker. You place it up on the top of your train to let other players know that you are no longer able to play on your train. You forfeit your turn then, and it goes to the next player. But say it goes another round, I still am not able to play on my train. I would either have to draw a domino from the leftover pile, or say the player across from me, they also have their train up and they have a blank domino at the end. Well, this is great. I have a double blank, which means I can play 2 dominoes on there, like that, and I'm able to play on their train. So when someone else's train is up, any player is allowed to play on that person's train. So just like I did, any of the other players that I'm playing with, if they have a 1, they can play on my train, which makes the game go by faster, I think, because you'll keep getting new dominoes, which is great. So let's say the game ended. Unfortunately, I did not win, so I am left with these 3 dominoes. I was able to get rid of those, thank gosh. So I'm left with these 3 dominoes. So at the end of each game, if you aren't the winner, then you have to count up your dominoes. If you are the winner, you get 0 points. And this is kind of like golf. You want the lowest score that you can get. But if you are left with dominoes, you have to count them up. So let's say I got left with these. So then I get 6 plus 7 plus 3 plus 2 plus 9. So let's see, that is 16, 18, 27. So unfortunately, I was left with 27 points for the first round, which isn't the best, but we got 11 more rounds to go. So Once this game is over, you clear all the dominoes away. And usually, like I said, these would be turned around. So you would mix these back up and get ready to divvy them back up. And after you're done with the first double 12 round, then you move on and you grab the double 11 domino, which looks like this, and you place it in the middle and you restart from the beginning. Well, from the beginning. So you grab, instead of using a double or a 12 in the beginning, you will use 11 and place that here, and you'll continue the game like you normally would. You would have 15 dominoes here, and your goal would still be to get to the end of your, to use all your dominoes. And then once you're done with the 11 round, it just keeps continuing. So you use the double 10, then double 9, and you have 13 rounds. And once you get to the last domino, the double blank domino, then once you're finished with that round, the game is over, and you'll tally up your score, and the lowest score wins. So yeah, just to recap the whole game, you start with one double domino in the middle, and you have 15 dominoes, and the goal is to get rid of your dominoes as quick as possible. At the end of the game, if you weren't able to get rid of your dominoes, you'll count up the points that you have by the number on each domino, and you just continue until you get to the double blank. That's how you play dominoes. I hope you guys learned, and we'll play with your friends. Thank you. If you have any questions, please ask them.